Alright guys, little update real quick. Until I can buy Windows Movie Maker for the full version for my computer, I won't be doing my Immortal updates because I'd like to do what other fanfiction readers do and like type out the word so you can see what I'm actually reading and see that I'm not making it up. And I know it's kind of confusing when I do commentary with my videos because I use kind of the same voice. I know that can be annoying. I'm a pretty monotone guy unless I get mad. But anyway, until then, I won't be doing any my Immortal readings, unfortunately. But I have found a no fanfiction to read for right now. Don't worry. I'll be back. I don't have many subscribers anyway, but my subscribers and viewers, I'll be back with my Immortal soon. Anyway, this one is called Maximum Rides by Sexy to the Maximum. Love is in the air, and Maximum Ride characters are preparing for their maximum rides. ... Lemons. Chapter 1. Max and Fang. Max and Fang. Max. Yo, Max, Fang has said as I was getting to go to bed. It was embarrassing at first because I was in a simple tank top and shorty shorts, but then I remembered who this was. This was Fang, my best friend and boyfriend. Well, there was nothing to hide or be scared because we loved each other. Besides, I was really hoping for him to comment on my body. Did he like what he saw? You look beautiful, Fang whispered, walking towards me. He tucked a piece of hair behind my ear, closing in all space between us. I smiled up at him, and suddenly his lucious lips were on mine. It wasn't until we landed onto my bed together when I realized the glint in Fang's eyes. Mysterious, smothering, sexy. My panties began to feel wet, just feeling Fang's body against mine. When his hands started roaming my body as we made out, I didn't even care. Having him touch me felt incredible. My own hands had removed Fang's shirt and was working on his pants. I could feel his manhood bulging out as I unzipped his jeans. While I was busy doing that, Fang's tongue slipped into my mouth, and I didn't even fight him. When I got his pants off, Fang started taking my shirt off, burying his face in my breasts. His lips brushed over my bra. Then, using his teeth only, he ripped my bra off. And my hands went protectively over my chest. Grinning at me, Fang began to rub each breast, then bit down on my nipples, making me moan loudly. I could feel a smile against my body. Louder, he demanded as he bit on my other nipple. I felt sheer bliss as I moaned louder, but soon that wasn't enough. Fang, I begged, feel me. He smiled and began working off my pants, his mouth slowly trailing down my body. Fang's hands reached my butt and squeezed. Oh, Fang, I screamed. We hadn't even started, and I was already feeling wetter than ever. Luckily, the rest of the flock was out flying. Oh, how convenient. So there was no way they would hear us. Hurry, Fang, I groaned, and eventually my jeans were just barely hanging on my feet. Fang bit my ear, and I sighed happily. His hand slid down to my panties, rubbing my feminine part. Suddenly, I felt a tight pain down there. Fang was grinning down at me, and I realized his finger was inside of me. He wriggled his finger, and I couldn't stay quiet. Oh, I moaned. He placed another finger in, and it hurt so much I felt tears welling in my eyes. It's okay, Fang whispered soothingly. To relax me, Fang took my hand and placed it on his manhood area. His entire boxers were wet, and it pleased me to know I could do that to him. So he wet himself? Or are his boxers just full of pre-cum already? Because I'm pretty sure you can't pre-cum that quickly. Whatever. Suddenly, Fang removed his fingers, removed my panties, got off of me, and jumped off the bed. Fang, I whimpered. Why did you stop? I just wanted to see how beautiful you are, Fang said seductively, and I knew this was it. Fang was really going to make love to me, and I surely was going to enjoy it. Quickly, he pulled off his boxers, and I saw the most beautiful thing ever. His manhood was large, and was an extreme turn-on. Then, he jumped onto the bed, landing on me. His manhood was very hard. For a while he just teased me, rubbing his erection close to my gentle area. Stop playing. I need you, I told Fang, barely staying sane. No one could stay sane with him that near. Wanting to tease him too, I ran my fingers down his perfect manhood, then brought my mouth down, licking around him. God. He tensed up, and I started sucking on his cock, biting down slightly, running his hands up and down my body. Fang pushed my mouth off his cock and grabbed my ass, pushing his mouth down to my gentle area. His tongue entered me, and it still felt good. I couldn't help it. I screamed Fang's name loudly. Everything hurt, yet felt too T.O. good. Grabbing his cock, I tugged him away, smiling at his yell. Get inside me now! I screamed, placing his cock by my gentle area. Enter me, I demanded. Fang smiled and grabbed his hard, wet cock and shoved himself inside me. It was incredibly painful, and Fang had to whisper soothing words to me. Gritting my teeth, I pulled Fang's hair, trying not to pull it out. He screamed a little just from that. I tightened up and made Fang cry out. That definitely worth smiling for. Once Fang got comfortable, he started riding me, holding my body close. Fang, I cried out, loving every moment. Fang was enjoying himself. He was almost to his climax, and we both screamed out each other's name. Max, I'm gonna... He didn't finish his sentence because his juice got all over me. I cummed. I cummed all over him too, though, so I suppose we are even. Slowly, Fang slid out of me, sweat covering both of us, and then we fell asleep. Fang. I had just made love to my girlfriend. It was amazing. Max was so beautiful, and I couldn't believe I had put that off for so long. Every day I had gone and wanted just to touch Max's amazing body, and now I had finally gotten the guts to do so. At first, I was afraid Max would be angry, but she had acted with me, fitting me perfectly. Not to mention she had an amazing rack that I could grope all day. Besides, Max didn't care about what I did, and sure did know how to make a guy proud when she moaned. Probably was her first time making love to someone, too. It wasn't mine. Wow. What an asshole. I had done it with Lissa, Bridget, JJ, and a real quickie with Nudge. Isn't she like 12? Or 13, dude? Wow. Also, Angel had begged me. She's 8, dude. I've read the books. She is 8. Angel is fucking 8 years old. Or something like that. Or younger than that even. Fuck you. Fuck you for doing that. Okay, that's a little weird. I've seen Boku no Pico. Don't do that. Anyway. Also, Angel had begged me, but honestly, she's just not my type and her body isn't developed enough because she's fucking 8 or younger. I think she's 6 or whatever. Probably my favorite time was with Bridget because she has a rockin' body. Helps that she's older than the other girls I had did. Max is okay though, but honestly, she could have done better. What? Wow. But she's pretty good for a first-timer. Even Nudge did better, but that's only because Iggy taught her beforehand how to move her body. Now, I was taking a shower, both to watch the sweat and to, well, calm down my little friend. Except the plan didn't work so well, because I had accidentally left the door open, and Max had walked in on me. There isn't much to say, but I ended up doing it again with Max 2 days in a row. No complaints, of course. Shower sex is almost better than regular because the skin is so smooth and it takes less time to get undressed. I pinned Max to the wall after we walked out, only a towel covering my lower part. Max eyed the large bulge, just wouldn't go away, and I blushed slightly. Max only had a towel, too, but it had to cover her whole body. Her boobs were barely covered, just from the nipple down. Those soft pink nipples that I had to restrain myself from squeezing. Last night wasn't the only time I had ever seen Max naked. I may or may not have sneaked in on her before, just to get a look at her body. Then once I had seen Iggy watching Max and Nudge and Angel undressing, and Gazzy and Total and Dylan were with them too. Akila was there too, but she's always naked so it doesn't matter. Nipping Max's ear, I dipped my head down to the top of her towel, on her body, and I could feel her blush. Just with my teeth, I tore off that drastic towel, revealing Max's hot body. Angry with me, Max tore off my towel too, leaving us both naked. I threw her on the bed and joined her. She threw the blanket over us, then our bodies cuddled together. And that led for me scoring twice in a day. Maximum ride just might be the maximum ride. Oh, God. And then the author said, what should be next? Probably Iggy and Nudge are the creepiest pairing ever. Don't you dare. First of all, you spelled pairing wrong, bitch. P-A-R-I-N-G. And second of all, don't you dare pair Angel and Gazzy together. Fuck you. Anyway, I'm not reading. Anyway, here we are. Alright. Well, goodbye, guys. That wasn't as bad as my Immortal, but it was still pretty bad. So, goodbye. Oh, like, comment, subscribe if you like, comment, and subscribe if you liked the video. If you didn't, don't worry, I'll go fuck myself. But, goodbye.